Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Sean J. Harris here, and
your buddy Caden.
hey, listen, Kate, let's have a quick discussion. We were talking about an incident that happened earlier today regarding the bus. Um, Sometimes we get, as an entrepreneur, what is your number one goal as a businessman?
My number one goal is to further teach kids about financial literacy and build my craft.
And by doing that, you expect to do what?
I expect to get paid from it as well.
Exactly. So you have a value add and you have a skill set and an expertise that you teach, and in exchange for that, you should be compensated monetarily, right?
Yes.
So, Caden, I think a lot of times people think, particularly if you're not an entrepreneur, you don't understand business, I guess. But many times people feel that you should just do stuff out of the goodness of your heart, right?
Yes.
So, first, let's talk about how much did the bus cost you?
The bus costed me $10,000 plus all the additions and the remodeling, which was another $50,000.
Okay, so you're at least $60,000 in, right?
Yes.
So, how could a person, in good sense, I guess, I'm just going to kind of be blunt, how could someone expect for you to provide free services for a bus that you invested sweat, time, tears, and money, most importantly, of $60,000 that you were supposed to just do it for free? That doesn't make sense, does it?
No.
First of all, to make that bus move, what do we have to put in it?
Diesel.
Yeah, you got to put fuel in that thing, right?
Yes.
And like you said, it's diesel. It's not gas. It's diesel. And right now, diesel is higher than regular gas by almost $2. Okay? And this thing is not a Toyota, so it doesn't like just get 500 miles off a gallon, right?
Yeah.
We take that thing down the street, you burnt up a gallon already. So let me ask you, Caden, knowing this, what you've done so far with the bus and everything, how does it make you feel when and if a person asks you, can I just get you to pull the bus up for free?
Sometimes it makes me feel as if what I've done and everything, the sweat and the equity I've put into the bus isn't enough, or that it's not valued enough.
It's kind of a slap in the face, huh?
Yeah.
Because here's the deal. Can you go in Walmart and get a buggy full of stuff and just walk out without paying for it?
No.
So I'm not understanding why someone would think that you would provide a service and they're not pay for it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like would people go to work and work all week and not get paid?
No.
That don't pass the common sense test. But sometimes you get people, for whatever reason, feel that, well, Caden, can you just pull the bus up at this event? Your bus is a for-profit business, right?
Yeah.
You also have a non-profit arm attached to the business, but what you're doing when you bring that bus out is for profit. And it's important people understand that, right?
Yeah.
Because you put $10,000 to purchase the bus, another $50,000 capital raise you did to trick out the bus, right?
Yes.
But it's not just that, it's the fact of your expertise and your time. So people should at least be like, you know what? If anything, I need to pay for his time. But more so, not just his time, I think I need to pay for his knowledge and expertise. Because it's not every day you find an 11-year-old to know the stuff you know about money and finance and business.
Yes.
But most importantly, it is a service which would make a person kind of think, you know what, maybe I should pay for this. Or at least ask and offer, but never just assume that something is free because they don't work for free and they don't go to their local grocery store and get groceries for free, right?
Yes.
So just something we wanted to kind of talk about. You and I were talking a little bit earlier. I said, you know what, this is something that I think I need to record before we continue finishing that conversation, just so people do understand the value of what you have. Do you realize you are the only financial literacy bus in the country?
Yes.
And I would even gander to say you're the only financial literacy bus in the world. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you got to pay for that. You got to pay for the expertise. But more importantly, it's the intrinsic value that it provides. And more so, it's like how many kids are going to be better off that can change not only their family, but their communities, the country, and the world as a result of being able to be exposed to financial literacy at an early age. But that's priceless, Caden.
Yes.
You can't even put a price tag on that of how many kids can be affected because of what you did. So what you're doing is you're in a position where you're going to be teaching and influencing those who will influence down the road.
Yes.
It's kind of like I tell you about the apple. In one apple, you have about maybe 3 or 4 apple seeds, but how many trees are in each seed?
At least 3. And each
It's a million trees in one apple, because that one seed grows a tree that can bear fruit that bears multiple seeds in each one of those fruits. So it just goes on and on and on and on and on and on exponentially, never stops. So that's the same value add that you provide. Make sense?
Yes.
All right, my man. And remember,
if Caden can,
you can too.